All right, good evening, everyone. Hello, COVID Hippo. First one to jump into the chat. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I haven't used this setup in quite a while. I think the last time I did a stream like this in Toronto was back on July 23rd. See, 21st Century, Raptor Ball, the happy-go-lucky one, Sunjib. Welcome to the stream, guys. It is Tuesday, September 6th. The time is 7:13 p.m. and the temperature's around 21 degrees Celsius. Yonge and St just had his first in-person class since March 2020. That is a hell of a long time. Hello, Mr. Mountain Hiker. So this is a look southbound Yonge Street, just north of the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton, and I've got plans tonight to go visit a dog named Charlie who is in need of a walk, and I thought rather than take my bike or my scooter or the subway over there, I would walk. Marie Palmer's here. Hello, Marie. Kevin Garton is here. So the only question is, how am I going to get there? Should I take Yonge Street southbound to Bloor and then walk over on Bloor, or should I get creative and head over to Bayview and Millwood? If you think I should take Yonge, type Yonge. If you think I should head over to Millwood, type Millwood. Let's see which way you guys say. Yonge will be a little more, I guess, urban, but it'll also be a little less original in terms of the routes I take. Although I think I've taken both routes plenty of times. The other one I've always taken on riding streams. So what do we say? Are we going southbound Yonge, or are we going over the other way? Brad Palmer's here. Hello, Brad Palmer. I guess I should flip the camera around. One vote for Mill. There I am, streaming. It really is me for the first time in a very long time. The happy-go-lucky one says Yonge. Another vote for you around camera. Julie says Millwood. Millwood, even though I have no idea what that is. It's 3-3. Brad Palmer. Brad Palmer counts for 5 votes. So it is now 8-3 Yonge Street. Brad says take Yonge all the way. Man, this is a weird feeling. I have not done this since when? Zuko says Millwood. So it's pretty close so far. Lisa says good evening. That doesn't help us decide the route. There's some doggos over on the other side of the street barking at each other. So the final destination is somewhere around Pate Village. Zuko says Millwood. Yeah, it's a pretty split vote so far. Jennifer Gala, no, I had no idea. Lisa says not Yonge. But Yonge is more interesting. So this is the Midtown area, Yonge and Eglinton. I'm just gonna walk away from this car for a second that is blasting those toots. Chris Mills votes for Millwood. I might have to play the card that Brad handed me with 5 votes for Yonge. Let's get creative. What an interesting looking car. A Deadpool themed car. All right, we got some Yonge votes kicking up. This is the Yonge Eglinton Center on the right. Lisa has seen a lot of this lately. This fantabulous wonderland that is Yonge and Eglinton. my neighborhood. Vivian Johnson is here. Vivian, I don't see the wrench. Hello, Steve. There's a look north. What in the bloody hell is that type of music? I don't know. Does anyone know? Are we ever gonna get a walk sign? There we go. Hello, walk sign. So I think there's a slight edge for Yonge Street here. Maybe Vivian's on another account. Maybe it is the fake Vivian. It'd be a Toronto walk without a little horn honking action. I'm gonna have to pick up some dinner along the way. I'll be arriving at an empty house with just a dog in it. And I haven't eaten and I don't feel like raiding someone's fridge. All right, there's someone not having a good day up ahead. Okay, he turned left along Eglinton. I think I'm gonna stay south here. There you go. Vivian Johnson's identity has been verified. There's a look up. Whoop. That just threw my gimbal off. That pointing the camera straight up like that. Let me just reset it. Oops. There we go. I think we're all nice and level. So tomorrow's video, I think, is going to be a little different. It's not a pre-recorded video per se. I've been collecting clips from some previous videos. Vivian. Hello, Adrian. The streets are busy here. Hey, she's drinking a bubbly. These dogs are putting on a show. I've got a bubbly in my backpack. No more entertaining dogs, I guess. Eglinton Station is right across the street. I don't know, Lisa. It's a compilation, and a lot of the clips weren't really compilation worthy. I chopped it down from like 30 minutes to 20 minutes down to 17. Hopefully it's a little better now. "21st Century, £5 for something delicious to spend on." Thank you very much, 21st Century. If I don't see something along the way, there is a Subway sandwiches right around the corner from where Charlie lives. I don't really feel like Popeyes because I had that last night. There's also one of those right there. Thank you very much for the super chat. So it looks like we are taking Yonge all the way here, providing this Honda doesn't run me over. And I think the channel is a few people shy of 78,900 subs. I know that's not as impressive as 80,000. Hey, there's some nice landscaping along this stretch. Hello, Kathleen Doss. Arjad is here.
Went to Looksies.
It's going to be a long walk, and I'm probably going to stick to speed walking mode. I've been falling behind on my step counts. This place is excellent. Clandestina. I definitely recommend coming here and checking it out if you're in the area and feeling like some more affordable Mexican, at least compared to what you get across the street. And this is Manor Road coming up. Hello, Brandon Lopes. I am well. I'm actually rolling my sleeves up. It's a bit on the nice side. Getting the hang of that fall weather. There's 5 doors north across the street next to Mariachi's. Well, they had barbecue baked beans and potato salad. If I'm speed walking, hit up a big box store. We will be going by that little sister Indonesian fusion restaurant that I hit up about 2 months ago and put a picture of on my Instagram. I have a lot of praise to say of that place. There's St. Louis Bar and Grill across the street. Oyster Mine. There's Little Sister on the left. Rod Palmer is greatly enjoying the cooler weather up there. I think this weather right now is just about perfect. Maybe the skies are a tad grayer. That's visual. The actual weather itself is pretty fantastic. Isander Thai Kitchen. I don't recommend that place. Clayton Crawford is here. They're a Twisted Sister. I'm guessing that Maserati is not an Uber Eats driver. That's our Gots checking in. The weather's much nicer here than it is down there. Down there? Are you really down there? Or like across over there? In my mind, New York isn't much different. There's a look north. I guess we get a bit more snow than you do in NYC. I think our winter is a little bit longer traditionally. You are down, barely down. So would I say we are down from Minnesota here? I think we're south of them. I should start doing restaurant reviews, like what Action Kid does on his extra channel. See, the problem with that is I'm not in any way, shape, or form qualified to review food. I've got basically 3 ratings. Good, it's okay, and it's not good. Even though I've been eating my whole life, I can be just as happy with like a couple of lean cuisines as I would be a nice cooked meal, so I am not the person to be judging food. Gaby finds winters in Toronto are icier. That's probably a fair assessment of things. Hello, Michelle Gray. We're having a beautiful night down in Calgary, up in Calgary, since we're playing the up-down game. Often when I'm coming home on one of my e-devices, I stop at that Subway over there and grab a sandwich, but they got rid of their flippin' sub of the day. So if I'm paying full ass price, I've been going to the Mr. Sub just to the south of here instead.
Okay, and then right now, most of the chefs are outside. Like I don't.
This is kind of narrow. Make sure no one's coming in the bike lane. Don't need Zero Enigma yelling at me. That's a nice bike you got there. We're at Yonge and Davisville. Davisville station's across the street. Okay, they moved out of Toronto a few years ago to the States. The stream makes your homesickness a little easier. You're welcome. I think when the light starts to drop, the picture's a little better with this lens than the wide angle lens. I like the wide angle lens better when I do bike and scooter streams. Hey, there's where I got my first shot at this Guardian Pharmacy. Looks like it's undergoing a renovation. That guy took an unusual interest in my camera. He craned his neck around when I walked past. Never heard of the turtles, John, unless you're referring to the delicious chocolate-covered snack. There's a really popular Indian pub right here on the left. Tamasha. If you come by here on a Friday or Saturday night, it is going off. The patio is packed. Looks like a dance party inside. I can always make my own sandwich. Yeah, but then I gotta source all the individual ingredients. You gotta cut them up, you gotta clean them. You gotta clean the mess that you cut them up with. I'm not gonna wanna use more of them, so they're just gonna sit in the fridge and rot, so it's probably gonna cost me more money. I'm not gonna be able to get the kind of bread that I like. I'll just stick to paying for Subway. Ooh, someone's photographing something here. Robert used to live up in Toronto in the early 90s. I did not live in Toronto in the early 90s. I was out west in Mississauga. It says, am I going to meet Ken tonight? I'm on my way to see Charlie. So if there is a chance to intercept Ken, maybe. When I'm down around Yonge and Bloor, we'll have to see where he is. I could potentially change my plans and subway over. Where will Ken be? So Mount Pleasant Cemetery is on the left. You can't really see much into it. There's Yonge Street. There's a few minutes of a whole lot of nothing coming up. Yeah, we don't really plan these things, so I didn't know he was going live until I saw that on this stream. Although we are planning to get together next week. And I think we'll be recording a couple of videos, one for each of our channels. So you can look forward to that. Ken came up with a theme for those videos. There goes the Line 1 train. This is me and Ken doing it again. Yeah, we had a request from our moderator and CEO to get together and do a collab. And a look to the south. Flexio just moved from East York to North York. Still pretty York. Arjot just got some new AirPods today. And this guy's riding his bike on the road. And yeah, Yahya has returned from Jordan. There goes the southbound train. Used to be a punk living at Bloor and Spadina. Oh, Ken is going in the other direction. Well, tell him to turn around and come this way. Let's see. Oh, he is pretty far away.
You have to see any 5 times is allowed.
Carfree says I should do some more hidden Toronto videos. Yeah, the summer was kind of a busy time. There was a lot going on. I should get into that Marge. For some cookies for Charlie, $5. Thank you, Marge. Thank you very much for the 5 Charlie bucks. Well, if you guys want to spin Ken around and send him north up Yonge, I'll be happy to walk with him for a bit. There's a look into Mount Pleasant Cemetery. I'm just going to cross over to the other side here. Gertrude says I'm looking for Ken. Not really. But if it was convenient, sure. Thanks again, Marge. Margarine. Marge. Hey, a moving e-bike. I got one of those. Brad Palmer, $5 for a cold IPA later, and cheers. I've got to hit the LCBO. Thank you. Brad Palmer and Marge. Thank you very much. Whoops. Lisa walked down to Kensington and through Chinatown after work. I was just reading. I was looking up like the most dangerous intersections in Toronto. And apparently that whole area is considered dangerous. All along Dundas Street. I guess it's the lack of cycling infrastructure. Alyssa says hello to everyone. She's cooking your dinner right now. Sounds good, Michelle. What are you having? And we are nearing Yonge and St. Clair as it starts to get dark. So I went out on Labor Day and I did an hour-long scooter ride that I think is pretty neat. So I've got that queued up, and I've got that compilation video I was talking about ready to go. Low Bar, $9.99. Super chat, cool area. Thank you, Low Bar. Thank you. Here's a look into one of the most affordable places to shop. Quality on things is hit or miss, but if you know what you're doing in there, you can make out like a bandit. Thanks again, Low Bar. You're having shrimp, rice, and vegetables. Well, I approve of 2 out of 3 of those items. Can't say I approve of all 3. Dog serve dog wash, $10. Sounds like a deal. Maybe I should smuggle Charlie up here. Whoa. Kaplan? Oh, this guy's backing up. Hello, independent mind. Yeah, I think Bayview was not closed on Monday. But I started northwest and I ended up northeast, cutting across downtown. So we're heading towards Yonge and St. Clair. I guess this is more interesting than the other route I was thinking about taking. Sunjib says 267 watching, 96 likes. Thanks for the update. Is Yonge and St. Clair. One of the big Midtown intersections. Back Zero says, in fact, Razor, sorry. It's really nice in this area. Yeah. John Tory was here a few weeks ago doing a photo shoot. One of the friends I had dinner with at the Imperial Pub was actually in that photo, or was in one of the photos with Mr. Tory. Gertej went to the CNE. I saw that you went to see a movie. Yeah, I occasionally thumb through Instagram and recognize a lot of regular viewers. Notice there's no skateboards in the city. I think the city has made skateboards difficult because the roads are so treacherous. No trattoria. In fact, in my Open Streets Toronto video, there was a guy who got stuck on Yonge Street and had to hop off his skateboard because his wheel was stuck in a pothole. Yeah, there's definitely skateboards in Toronto, but it's not as common as you would see in other major cities. Even though it's a relatively flat city, there's this hill that kind of separates Midtown from the area that leads into downtown. Whitby Dude is here. Hello, Whitby Dude. Good evening to you. It says the CNE was jam-packed. Yeah, I guess the 2-year hiatus had people longing Wow, there is a killer sky straight ahead. I do not know if this live stream is doing it justice, but it's got this nice, as George Costanza would say, pinkish hue to it. I might have to put the gimbal down and snap a few pics at some point. Hello, City Nights. There's the headquarters of Cineplex, who are apparently at odds with all the streaming services right now. Toronto guys here. This is one of the nicest skies I have seen in quite a while. Little XO is here. This stretch of Yonge is always a little bit on the quiet side. There's the CNE, like a state fair in the States. Yeah, it's like one of the really big ones. Appreciated the Mighty Bull. Ali BHG is here. And it is raining in Bostonia. That's the land from which she hails from. I would love to just be able to run into the middle of the street here and take a picture looking south. But there'll be a pretty good vantage point coming up. It says pinkish orange sky. We're almost at 300 viewers. Is Ken still walking in the wrong direction? Not that I mean to send you guys away. That's easier to ask than to look it up. Sky looks painted on. It's all right, Devin. Just up here at Summerhill, there's a nice way to get a shot. Ollie feels like ordering Domino's now. Well, don't forget to do my trick. Get yourself 2 free toppings. On a medium pan pizza. Hey, I've never noticed that Kibo sushi there before. He said we have a Cola B coming up. Who needs Coke or Pepsi when you have a Cola B? D. Mussolino. Hello, D. Mussolino. Thank you for the $9.99. Thank you, D. Mussolino. All right, here's where you can get some really, really nice shots. I'm going to put my gimbal and phone down for a second here. Hopefully this gives you guys a view of something. Oh, wrong way, dummy. Just give me a sec. I'm taking some pictures that may or may not be any good. Well, enough of that tomfoolery. I look forward to this cola bee. This is a preview of the Summerhill LCBO, yep.
Yeah, I like her. No, I really like her.
It's a good view from either side of the street. And I think on this side, the clock tower won't be blocking the moon. If you've ever heard anyone refer to the Midtown rail line, I think this is what they're referring to. Transit has done a few videos on this, or at least one specifically. Less exciting sky in the annex currently. Well, everything's less exciting in Harvard Village. Maybe you should try getting up north of Bloor into the actual annex.
Barely.
Where's this guy?
Yeah, that's a new building, Falcon. They just topped that one out recently. It's still not finished.
Wow, how long is it taking me to recognize where he is? Normally I get this right away.
Hockey haircut. I had some haircuts like that when I was a teenager. There's style man.
Ken talking about his haircuts. Hello, Michelle S. I think we might get a better view here if I cross over.
Hey, Chuck Diamond with the
That bus kind of got in the way. I turned to the side to take a shot for Insta, and that bus rolled in. And it says it's not helpful when he's inside. Yes, unlike Ken, I have this dual phone trick up my sleeve where I can Should I send him a super chat advertising for my stream? Would that be in bad taste? Oh, there he is.
Thank you, Chuck. Maybe we should go tell that dingus back there. Chuck Diamond says I'm not weird. Appreciate all your support, Chuck. Very, very thankful with your generosity.
I gotta drop it.
That's crazy, Wing Zero. A lot of like wackadoodles walking around.
Ken apparently ran into some dinguses. AJ says sent it. Hey, Chuck Diamond sent Ken 20 bucks. Thanks for your support, Chuck Diamond.
Looks like Stride has gotten picked.
I'm not saying do it. I sent
Where
him.
are you at right now?
Ken
Johnny
is asking
Strides?
where I am. I don't want to be that guy. Can somebody say on Yonge in between Summerhill and Rosedale?
Hello, Kathleen Das.
Hello, David. Johnny's live stream. Hello, David. Let's not make people jealous. There's plenty of bandwidth on the internet for all of us to share. There's some busy restaurants across the street. Jenny K saying I'm walking around. Jenny K, you're on the wrong stream. I see Ken is walking towards Yonge and Bloor. Are we on a collision course? I think we are. OnlyFax says, what's my data plan? I have 80 gigs on Rogers. It used to be 100, but one of those promo deals came up that was too good to turn down, so I downgraded to 80 gigs, but I pay a lot less for it. I pay like 70 bucks or something. And I've got 40 gigs now on Bell and 20 gigs on Freedom. I'm thinking of getting rid of Rogers and just switching to Bell. But the problem is the deal on Rogers is so good, I need to wait for Bell to dangle that carrot, and then we can finally rid ourselves of the evil empire entirely. You saw me at Yonge and St. Clair not too long ago. It would have been I. Hippo says I kind of got some way to get to Ken. Well, if he heads towards Yonge and Bloor, and I'm heading there, we're on a collision course. Ken is walking west on the north side of Bloor, east of Mount Pleasant. And I'm walking south down the east side of Yonge, and this guy needs to put his light on. All of these e-bikes come with these really nice front and rear lights, and a lot of people don't turn them on, and it kind of pisses me off. You're required to by law. It does not have any impact at all on your battery. Like, it's negligible. And you just turn yourself into the invisible man riding around out there. Like, turn on your flippin' lights. Like, now it's not that egregious, but this is dark enough where I think the law would require it. Like, look at this nice bright light on that guy's, hello, on that guy's e-scooter. He said hi to me. Maybe he saw the camera. Ken got a haircut. We're at Belmont and Yonge. And if you're tuning in, welcome to my first walking live stream here in the city of Toronto since July 23rd. I did one in Amsterdam in August. That's right, a whopping one live stream in August. There's an e-scooter with his headlight on. Where's this dingus? Ooh, look at that, 69% battery. Lisa says no way that long ago. Yeah, I think the last one I did was Little India and Gerrard Street. And it's weird because I have that on my hit list of walks to cover coming up. It's been a while since I visited Gerrard East of Broadview on a walking video. And I think over a year. So that area is overdue for a refresh. But that happens to be the last area I live streamed from by foot, unless I'm horribly wrong on that. turn on your headlight, man. But now that it's starting to get colder, I think we'll see more of these. Baby says 140 likes, 323 watching. One of the problems with streaming is I like to use the iPhone. I think it gives better quality for live streaming. But when you're streaming in the hot weather, it just heats up. I was having big time overheating problems on that last live stream I did, actually. Whereas if I'm on the scooter or the bike, you're kind of providing air conditioning for it just by whipping through the air at a good clip. So it kind of cools the phone down. But when you're just standing there baking in the sun, the thing tends to overheat. So a lot of the hotter days, I'm like, yeah, it's not really worth it going out there and dealing with it. Action Kid streams from an iPhone, and he's had some trouble in the heat in Miami for those reasons. Lisa Palmer became a member. Hello, Lisa Palmer. That guy just gave a peace sign. Awesome. Turn your headlight on, but nice guy. Hand holding. I'd rather see 2 fingers go up and then 1. So we are at the Canadian Tire. And I need to buy a ratchet set. I have to take the front wheel off one of my scooters. I need to get at the brakes. And the only way I can get at the piece I need to get to is by taking the front wheel off. And I cannot, for the life of me, get that front bolt off with just a flimsy bicycle wrench. I need a proper ratchet set, and I have an electric screwdriver I can always screw it into as well. Thank you again, Lisa Palmer. Hey, this guy's got his front light on. This guy doesn't. Looks like Ken is going to get to Yonge and Bloor before me. Jennifer Gala. My stream should be on the TV and Ken should be on the Fold. I'm cranking out a higher bit rate than that guy. But with the iPhone, you get these little dancing green orbs at night. David says, looks like a beautiful night to walk. Independent Mind says, tell him to go. If he goes north, we will run into each other. As Ken should be behind me walking this way. You see those little floating orbs on my face? Now they're on my shoulder. That is what I'm talking about. Jeanette Morales, $5. Jeanette, thank you. I hope you're doing well now, Jeanette. We are certainly happy to see you back. Sadly, Charlie, who I'm going to visit, has a problem with his paw. He has a sarcoma on it, and he's undergoing surgery actually next week to get it removed. He's got a bandage on it, but he is moving well. He did blood work and x-rays, and the vet thinks it hasn't spread. The only problem is it's in a tough spot to get it all. Codebo says, what consoles did I have? I never had the Wii. I had a Wii U briefly. If you want to go through my console history, I had an Atari 2600 when I was really young, and a ColecoVision I was too young to remember buying those. I remember buying games for them, and then I think it was Christmas of '85. I opened up a Nintendo that came with Gyromite and Rob the Robot. Then in '89, we got a Game Boy right when that came out. And in whenever the hell the Super Nintendo came out, I got that year. Then later I bought my own Dreamcast.
There's a guy with a gimbal walking past.
Is that a dingus?
Is this like one of those weirdos that we hear walk around the streets of Toronto?
I didn't recognize you with this hair. You look like Charlie, who I'm going to visit.
Right.
How's it going?
Good, good. Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Megan went hog wild on me with the scissors.
You let her cut your hair?
Yeah.
She better have been wearing something lacy when she did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't let her anywhere near my head. Which way are you going?
Well, I was going up to Davenport. And
Oh.
I was going to go along Davenport. You're going to Pape Village?
I was originally going to,
Yeah.
but I might just hop on a subway and go that way now. I can change my title.
You're going to hop on a subway?
Yeah.
While you're...
Go to Pape Station. Not while I'm streaming.
Oh, right.
But if I like end up, I mean, there's a dog who needs a walk. I said I would do it at 8:30, but
Right.
do you want to change your course, or do you want to?
Yeah, we'll just walk together for
Sure.
like the time being.
Well, you got to go back that way anyways. What
Yeah,
were you going to do from up there?
I was going to go back down through Yorkville.
How many hours are your streams lately?
Well, like 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
This guy is just putting me to shame with his walking stream time. And what is that shirt?
Yeah, somehow 2 hours has become the norm.
I tend to like an hour and a half. That's kind of I give it my all for 90 minutes, and then Lisa Palmer, the Ottawa Wanderer, says, "Tell Ken I said hi." Well,
Hello, Lisa.
Since
How you doing?
Since you paid me $2. Thank you, Lisa, for your support. Hope all is well in Ottawa. So yeah, Vivian told me that we were having a cola bee, apparently.
Marcia Mack.
So you walked along Bloor. Do you want to go?
I walked up Sherbourne to Bloor, and then I came.
But since you just came along, do you want to go along Charles or something? I'm kind of going over there,
This
but
way? Yeah.
or whatever.
We could walk along Charles.
I don't know. Wellesley?
Wellesley?
I guess you're circling the east side. No. I mean, I don't want to change your course or your plans.
Well, how about this? How about we'll walk along Charles, and then once we get to like Jarvis, I'll turn and go down to Wellesley to continue on that way, and then I guess you can continue on the other way.
I will continue.
We will continue, yeah.
So we're going to take Charles to Jarvis, and that'll be the
Yeah,
divergence point.
yeah. Charles is always an interesting street.
Oh, especially east of Yonge. West of Yonge, it's a bit of a snooze. East of Yonge, you got that sanctuary place.
Yep.
Hey, where's our Ukrainian supporters here? So you ran into some, whoa, look at that.
Check that out.
You ran into some dinguses tonight?
Yeah, just one guy in a light. Looked like an escaped convict. He told me I was a pervert for walking around filming people.
Low bar,
Yeah.
$9.99. Love it when you guys connect. Keep up the great work. Well, you're gonna love what you see later next week. Thank you, Low bar.
I see Derek Caves in the house and Clayton Crawford.
Did you bark back at the guy?
I said it's a live stream, man. Something like that. Yeah.
Words.
Lisa Palmer, $2 super chat. Thank you
Steve
very
used
much.
to live in
How you
Toronto,
doing?
moved back to New Brunswick, and then also from Toronto. Well, if you wanted to go that way, we could, and I could just hop on the subway with you. That was a potential dingus there.
Oh, I know, the one who just walked past. Yeah.
I saw him like circling all around up there. If you want to go that way, I could just pop into like a Line 2 station up there.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, we could go west on Charles.
Yeah.
Or we should have just gone down Bloor, but we could always go back up. And that kind of puts you back on course.
Sure, as long as you're cool. You were just going to hop on the subway anyway? That was your plan?
Yeah. No, my plan was to walk all the way there. But,
Oh, okay.
but you know, plans change.
Yeah. Hey, Jeanette Morales, $5 super chat. Thank you very kindly. You like my stylish
Hey,
haircut?
hey, Jeanette, wrong stream.
I don't know if I would call it. I call it a 1966 era Beatles pop car.
So you had no issues streaming on the CN Tower, like going up and everything?
No, there was just a very slight lag in the elevator when I was just about at the top. Just sort of like when you're coming out of the elevator, it was lagging a bit just for like 10 seconds or so, and that's it. No problems. And when I had to go through security down at the base of the tower, I didn't have to kill the stream. I just put the gimbal and the phone in the little container for them to push it through the security screening thing, and I just picked it up again.
Sweet. Steve says, what's the X on the streets? Maybe we can find an example of that. Okay. Let's cross at the next one. We get to walk by these patios.
Yeah, it's nicer on that side.
Robert, well, I can't repeat what you remember there used to be a lot of in this area, Robert.
JK says, Ken's stream is clearer. Ooh. Well.
Hi. Is my
Are we both using Bell now, then?
thing fogged?
You're using Bell, right?
I'm using Rogers on an iPhone.
Oh, Roger.
Wonder if my lens was fogged?
Is your new super fast internet at home on Bell, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Are you on Beanfield or Bell?
Bell.
What are you paying a month?
85?
Yeah,
85.
they got me on like the lure him away from wherever he is deal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I've got it pretty lucky. JK says, oh, that's the same comment? One sec.
Apparently the sound is better on my stream too. Maybe you should just kiss Rogers goodbye.
Hi. I think these claims of quality are just people trying to trigger me. That's my theory. I know how
Messing with Johnny.
I know how to troll Johnny. Who would you?
It's hurting. I've seen the commercials. I guess I've seen a few of them. I mean, they really had to make up for that big faux pas.
I canceled my Rogers and I have this expensive modem router combo from them. And they said they were going to send me a package like weeks ago to return it to them, and I never got it.
Oh, wow.
So I've got this stupid Rogers box just blinking under my TV.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Do you want to head up to Bloor or keep going to Bay?
Let's go up the floor. We can walk along a bit of the Mink Mile.
Vivian says depends on what they're watching. I don't know. Sometimes I jump in and I see a random sentence and I read it out and I don't know.
I always have to go like this and go back, and then I notice later if I watch the stream that my phone is jiggling around as I'm like...
Yeah, when you, especially in the winter.
Yeah.
Looking forward to those cold weather streams coming up. Independent Mind says, I have to send it in before they charge me? Well, if they charge me, I will be happy to make a YouTube video out of it.
That's awesome, Christopher. A lot of people are watching us simultaneously with two different devices.
Simul stream. The iPhone versus the Galaxy. Rogers versus Bell. Good versus bad.
How many people you got watching? 300?
315.
Yeah. Twice what I got. Oh, unknown?
Well, I didn't know you were going live. I was just like,
I didn't know you were either.
I haven't gone live on foot in Toronto since July 23rd.
Really? Holy crap.
Well, that stream I had problems with the heat. My stupid phone kept overheating when I was in like Little India for the festival. And I'm like, every day I wanted to stream, it was super hot.
Yeah.
And when I'm on my bike or scooter, like I don't have to worry about that.
It's legal, yes. It's legal across Canada.
I'm just hitting 10,000 steps on the day.
Oh yeah, I just hit you 10,000 also. That's
Really?
weird. Yeah. Johnny and I have walked an equal amount today.
That's good.
I didn't do like a regular video today though. This is my only.
I didn't do one today. And I might not do one tomorrow.
Got a bit of a backlog. My sister was in town over the
Thank you,
weekend.
Brad
And
Palmer.
Megan also. I did a bunch of videos. So.
Any?
I know you both. I follow you both.
Oh, do you mind? Do you want to be on camera?
John and both of you.
Yeah.
John and the other guy. Yeah.
The other guy,
No,
yeah.
I both of you. I both meet. I always see you guys.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Nice meeting you.
All right. Have a good evening.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but I do know you.
Mortimer.
Yeah, have a good one.
Thanks for watching.
One or the other.
I always get, you're the walking guy. Yes,
The walking guy,
I'm the guy who walks.
Well, that's right. On
That's me.
a couple streams ago, someone thought it was you. I mean, this is a thing that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Are you Johnny Strides? No.
Do you want me to be? The Ottawa Wanderer, $2. Happy Tuesday, Johnny. Thank you. The Ottawa Wanderer. As we just met a very kind fan. Thank you, Lisa.
The other guy.
As a cell phone zombie.
Big talk. Come out and enjoy the outside world, Big talk.
So did you hear Lower Bay Station was opened?
Yeah,
I didn't get to go to it.
me neither. I thought of it, but then I just didn't have time really. So.
I did it during Doors Open, and I was like,
Yeah, I did it like 3 years ago during Doors Open, but haven't been back since.
Independent Mind says he's the guy that says dingus. Robert used to live this way. Gertej won't be watching my stream this weekend. Well, I better hold off from making one.
Before we could have said like it's the long-haired guy and the short-haired guy, but now we don't even have that anymore.
Oh well. Your hair is still relatively long.
Longish. Yeah. Why did they open Lower Bay? What was the reason?
I don't know, but it was just open for like 5 days. I saw on Armed Transit's IG feed that he was down there.
Yeah.
We should have exactly the same view on our streams right now.
Yep.
Steve, us starting our streams at the same time was random.
Yeah.
And then we did kind of will ourselves. I was going south anyways, but I kind of planted a
I didn't
seed.
alter my original plan. I was planning to go north up Yonge. So that was just a completely random run-in that we would have had, even if we didn't know that we were both streaming.
The last time we did this, I started my stream in Brampton, I think.
Yeah. yeah, that's true. Yeah, we just randomly run into each other.
He says the Smashing Pumpkins are playing. I saw when I was at Bill Burr, I saw they were advertising the Smashing Pumpkins at Scotiabank Theatre.
Yep.
And a couple of friends went to the Wu-Tang on Sunday. I didn't ask how that show was.
My Chemical Romance just played at the Scotiabank Arena. There was a huge crowd of emo kids waiting. It looked like something out of like 2004, like the way everyone was dressed.
So how far west are you going?
I think I was going to go as far west as Queen's Park, Avenue Road. The Convergence, that's right.
There's Hermes.
What time is it? It is 8:23. 8:23.
Someone's impatient. Lisa
David
says,
Clifford, $1 super chat. Thank you.
lipped rings and stretched ears. Hey, David Clifford, $1.01. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Unknown says, tell Johnny to do a strip club tour.
Why me?
Yeah, why Johnny and not me?
Ken looks.
Maybe because I have a girlfriend and it would be weird, I guess. I think Megan would
Jin
enjoy
Ren,
that, actually.
$3.99. Thank you. It's important that your significant other takes part in
Yeah.
all activities equally with you. You wouldn't want to go to the red light district in Amsterdam, say, and not have friends who will be following you in.
I did go there a long time ago. Walked around.
I was like, I should go see Moulin Rouge, or like, because they have a few like big shows there, but
Yeah.
I kind of weirded and cheaped myself out of them. I was like, yeah. David Clippert, $1 super chat. Thank you, David Clippert.
David Clippers making the rounds. Yeah. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Hello in Brazil.
So we are walking west along the south side of Bloor Street through the
Wally, $5 super chat.
Yorkville neighborhood.
Thank you very much, Wally. Enjoying the link up. Glad. It's one of those happenstances that works out sometimes.
Can you define happenstance?
Something that happens without any plan.
Are ATVs allowed on the roads in Toronto? I don't believe so. David, thank you very much. Me and Ken both appreciate it.
I heard Tiffany was relocating. I don't know if that's true or not. It seems strange because they already relocated from their previous store, right?
And they have a fairly prominent storefront.
I know. Maybe that was. I thought I read that on the Urban Toronto forum, but
Maybe
that was
just
not
a battle with
accurate.
the landlord.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, Lisa Palmer, another $2 super chat. Great to see you prowling in the streets. Glad you're enjoying, Lisa. Thank you once again. And I heard that this is going to be leased, or someone is in the process of leasing it.
The former Club Monaco
Yeah.
flagship.
I wonder what in the heck is going to fill up this.
I'm
massive
surprised
space.
Club Monaco is. I think they had offices in there as well, though. I think there was something.
Right?
And weren't they owned by Ralph Lauren or Tommy? They're owned by one of those two brands.
That was another thing I read on the Urban Toronto forum. There was like a thread on there for the Bloor Yorkville retail scene. All right, which way are you gonna go?
Maybe up that way.
That way? I'll go up that way.
Do you want, I'm going to go to Yorkville Village and Bay.
Oh yeah?
Does that work for you?
Yeah, I'll keep going with you then. Because I was planning to take a little trip through Yorkville.
Ah,
The route will not be altered much.
Vivian Johnson. Thank you very much, Vivian Johnson. $13.99 for whatever suits my fancy.
And likewise, thank you, Vivian Johnson, $13.99 for whatever suits my fancy.
Nate's Board, recommend your favorite street for a tourist coming next week. My favorite street. From end to end, I would say it's hard to beat Queen West. From Yonge and Queen over to Parkdale. I think that's probably the best satisfying long stroll. Would you agree with that, Ken?
Queen West to...
From like Queen and Yonge to Parkdale or vice versa. They said recommend your favorite street for a tourist.
That's, yeah, I mean, it's just
everything.
Endless kilometers of urbanity, you know? Yeah.
And if you want to take a cool detour, just head north up Ossington. So if that is too much walking for you, Queen and Yonge, walk yourself westbound, swirl through Nathan Phillips Square. Then when you get to Ossington, head north up there and find a cafe or a bar.
And then you can come back down Dundas heading east again.
Yeah,
That'd be quite the walk, but it would be...
That's the problem when we suggest things. It's like, oh yeah, and then...
yeah. Oh yeah, you want to walk for 3 hours? So here's what you do. Yeah. Christopher Haydock, will the Walking Man dude join for a trio? That would be interesting, right?
Yeah. There's the Park Hyatt. That is one fancy-ass hotel I have not yet checked out. The fanciest hotel is just up here around the corner, actually. That is the Hazelton. That's the most expensive hotel in Toronto, I'm quite sure of. Ken and Johnny in stereo. Someone's dropping some bass in their bass mobile.
Appreciate it very much, Vivian. Said she must treat the boys the same.
Here's a question for you guys. If we were to plan a stream, would you rather us each stream for like an hour with the other one just accompanying us? Or would you rather simul-stream? Just an idea. What would people prefer?
I would imagine they'd prefer the first, right? But,
yeah.
But I did mention that next week, at the beginning of next week, we'll be doing a collab together. Dan says dual stream. So some people like the dual stream.
Well, there's another kind of dual stream guys younger than us often do. And I guess certain kinky ones that are older than us, but it's a topic for my channel and not Ken's G-rated.
Right. And Lizzo's in the chat, so she's not streaming right now. That would be interesting to have a tri-stream with Lizzo.
Streaming by yourself? Too annoying hearing two people talk over a stream, says David. Well, the thing is, if I could mic Ken up on my stream, and I think Ken would just be okay. I think when he streams with Megan, it works out well enough on his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are at Yorkville Village.
Green Peak parking, says Lizzo. There's great views.
There's the Hemingways. That's not a, the green pea is over, that's not a green pea, is it?
Yeah, but maybe this is what she was talking about.
Is this what you were talking about, Lizzo? Can you see over the top there?
Hey, Nikki Woods. Yeah, it has been a while. Good to see you. I am very well. I hope you are too. Right here, right, Lizzo? I went up on top of that parking garage on Harbor Street, the one that's going to be torn down soon. That was the first time I've been in there, and that place is dilapidated. It's ready to be torn down. It smelled like urine too. Like extremely strong in the stairwell.
Oh, there should be a stairwell. Maybe over like, right here?
All right, we're going to check it out, Lizzo.
This is no pedestrians, so. That says employees only. It's got to be over here.
Lizzo's setting us up for a trap. It's a trap. Okay. I don't know if you remember, but years previous stream or years ago, I went up
Lisa
to
says
the
views aren't
parking
that great.
garage late at night by the Eaton Center that doesn't exist anymore, but there used to be a parking garage there, and I got nabbed by security, by Eaton Center security. And they thought I was breaking into cars in the parking garage.
Were you recording?
No, I was just walking around late at night. It was like 1996. Long time ago.
Time to create a new channel, the duo streamers.
And then security hauled me down to the office.
Hey, we got a good view of Hemingway's.
This is an awesome view. Wow.
We are here. Via Lizzo's recommendation. I better. There is the village of Yorkville. And a look up at One Bloor East. All right, I'm gonna put my camera down for a second and go take a picture. Let's see if, hopefully a car doesn't come and run over my gimbal. Ken, make sure a car doesn't run over my gimbal. Ken is now in charge of that. I'm not actually getting particularly good pictures, so. I was contemplating stopping in front of the camera and dancing a jig, but is it painted still, the parking spots? I don't think so. Just, why show them the city when I can?
Isn't this better than a skyscraper? I mean, come on. So much better.
Hey, is that, what's, whoa,
It
what?
smells like French toast here. Do you smell French toast?
Something's burnt. It's probably the venting from the grill. Do you not think this is dangerous? Like, I've almost tripped on this a few times. Just this little curb.
I didn't even.
Or you tend to look where you step? Is that the secret? Lisa says there's a giant mural painted up there. Dance a jig to push the feeling on by the night crawlers. There's an espresso. I don't know if that's retail or office.
It's like office.
Yeah, with the big pill, but it could. It's got high ceilings. It could go either way. Hello, fire truck.
Lean too far over the railing. Wow, this is nothing. This is nothing. Hello, Schnurt Chick. How you doing?
Don't lean.
Do you think a fall from this height is survivable? As long as you don't land on your head or something like that, you know?
I think you're looking at
Broken bones.
shattered hips,
Shattered,
legs, ankles would just be destroyed.
Internal
Like
organs.
you would have to take it on like your thighs,
Yeah,
like,
on
and you'd have to not whack your head on the pavement.
Right.
That's where you're gonna die.
Because I have heard people surviving falls from up to like 5 stories or so.
Oh, I'm sure like a professional stuntman could tell you how to land, but
Yeah,
would we have that instinct?
right. As an adult, though, you're more likely to
I think
die.
9 out of 10 people whack their head on the ground and that's it.
Yeah.
And if you do
Small children can often survive a pretty high fall.
that's why it's so crazy that we're so overprotective of our children. They survive everything.
I know, right?
They're like, children are like
I've
indestructible.
heard of kids falling from like the 10th floor and landing on like a grassy lawn or something and surviving.
Yeah, well, when I taught in Korea, I saw a kid like roll down like 2 flights of stairs of concrete and they were like giggling. They only started crying when all the adults were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Then they looked up like, "Uh-oh, should I not be okay?" And then you could see them like tear up.
Jesus.
It's like the worst thing you can do to a kid is like panic and act all concerned when they're not showing it, because they sense that. Then they.
As soon as you are concerned, then they start.
Yeah, and then kids start crying.
Yeah. Whereas maybe they were laughing a second ago.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad Palmer, $6.99 towards the root beer fund for later. Thank you. Very, very kind.
Root beer.
That's right. I still haven't been able to get my our compliments root beer at Freshco. It's still not in stock, at least not anytime now.
Dude, I order from Amazon.
Yeah.
I believe this is the exit. I get my bubbly from Amazon. I get my Diet Pepsi from Amazon. Kathleen says Spider-Man. Johnny and Ken. Hey, are these fire trucks just doing laps? Well, I have almost met my 90-minute quota.
The girl likes firemen.
Or the Uber driver.
Oh yeah, I guess she was saying hi to the Uber driver. I thought she was saying hi to the fireman.
Maybe
And by association.
we should cross. Where do we cross? The fire truck is stopped. Whoop. Let's look up Old York Lane.
Fire truck parked there.
Right at Yonge and Bloor, wasn't there? Or
There's
just
one
south of there?
On both, Bloor and on Yonge. So the one on Bloor, I went inside and sat in the driver's seat. That was pretty fun.
Well, to my viewers, I think this is about it. I'm gonna head down into the subway, but I'd like to thank everyone for joining in. Don't forget to hit the old like button and subscribe on the way out if you haven't. That would go a long way.
Thank you, Harjo.
Thank you to Ken for joining us. Thanks to our mods for modding.
I'm going to keep streaming.
Thanks to everyone who sent support via Super Chat and Super Stickers, I guess, and Lisa for joining channel membership. Thank you to our channel members, Patreon supporters. So after the stream, what you should be doing is going to YouTube and going to the Johnny Strides channel and binging some of my older videos, watching all of the ads in full.
Or check out the other guy.
And, oh yeah, my walk around. All right, so Ken is still streaming.
Drive.
Oh, those thumbnails might be a little controversial.
Right.
So Ken's still streaming at the Ken Continuum, all one word. If you wish to continue carrying along, that's where you go. But I'm going to sign off now. So thank you very much. Stay warm, stay safe. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's not winter. And as always,
He will continue.
I will continue. That's right.